Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and we are on the Dino a Day review series. Now, this is the Vulture. Now, obviously, the Vulture, at best, and we're talking at absolute best, looks cool on your shoulder. There's nothing super special about them. You notice right here, well, I just got that from a cave, but right here, they've got decent stats, but nothing that's going to blow you away. The health itself is good, but there's nothing that's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose if I don't have this. Stamina doesn't even matter. Weight kind of matters, but it doesn't go up enough to really matter. Melee damage, kind of useful. You can easily get to 700, 800. And then movement speed, you can crank up, if you want to, you can crank up the rest of that. So anyways, let's talk about what you can use these for, because it's almost nothing. Now, they are good for use in caves, but outside of that, I have yet to find a good use for them. So they don't have the ability to make anything. It used to be you needed their eggs. That used to be the case. And that was something that was really, really useful. And that's just because, obviously, when you have something that needs to be tamed with vulture eggs, you're going to use it. But unfortunately, that's no longer the case. So what we're going to do, you can see there's the egg. The vulture can be used for two basic things. One, it's on your shoulder, so it counts as additional damage. You can whistle attack this target, but here's the negative side of it. Unless something attacks them first, they will not attack. And that kind of sucks. But if you have a little swarm like I do above me, you can whistle them to attack targets like I am, and they won't actually do anything until they get attacked first. Notice that. But as soon as they do get attacked, they absolutely shred. You'll notice that I'm just going to sit here and be like, okay, whistle attack this target. And they don't really do anything. So, and that's about what vultures do. Now, the really cool thing about vultures, kind of, I guess, is a nice way to say it, is that they count as a preserving bin. So they have a 4-time spoil timer on them. Let's see if any of them have collected anything. Right there. So each piece of meat lasts 2.5 hours on a vulture. Now, that's pretty awesome, all things being considered, because when you have that long of a spoil timer, you basically have a moving fridge. Now, there is a negative to that. You cannot place meat into their inventory, and that sucks. So you have to literally, you have to have them harvest it in order for them to actually count as a spoil timer. Now, obviously, we're sitting here like, okay, so what are these even good for? I don't know. I mean, you can use them in caves. That's about the only thing that I know of that they have any real use in, is being inside of a cave. Outside of that, I really have yet to find anything valuable for the vulture. They used to be good for their eggs, but obviously that no longer is a thing because, well, the system of eggs is kind of gone. But the fact that they can kind of, if you get a high level one, they are very good. They can take out pretty much anything because they are very fast. And that's something that's kind of neat. I'll go ahead and show you them versus a Bronto right now, please. There we go. So that vulture is going to get hit, and then it's going to go attack the Bronto, doing 174 damage a pop. Not too bad, and you'll notice that it kind of hovers. It doesn't get splashed away. So it will deal a bunch of damage. Now, obviously, it's going to get dealt a bunch of damage as well, so that's something you're going to want to watch out for. But if you have like 20, 30 of these things, they can probably take out just about any tame in the game, just because they do fly and they're not going to be on the ground. They give you an easy access to targeting. All right, so the vulture just did its job. It harvested the meat. I'll go ahead and show you how much we've got from it. A pretty good, wow, he got a really good amount of prime out of that. Wow, that's impressive. Nice job, vulture. But again, because you can't even whistle it to attack the target, something has to get attacked, and that kind of sucks. So they're like an aggro-ish tame. So having one on your shoulder when you're fighting is not necessarily a bad idea, because then you can release them by double tapping F, or release them whatever console you're on, and then they'll go attack something for you. But other than that, the vulture actually might be one of the most useless tames in the game. I have yet to, let's see if he'll fight this raptor here. Alright, so he's going to shred the raptor. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Vulture doesn't really have a use anymore, and it's one of those tames that I'm kind of like, I really hope in the future they add some sort of like special effect to it, because you see that it's almost dead. So, oh well, anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. If you know of a use for the Vulture, please tell me, because I genuinely do not know one. Other than maybe bringing one in a cave, and they'll kind of shred things in caves, but that's about it. Anyways, hopefully this video helps you out, and teach. Ow.